Welcome back to the European tour here in the Czech Republic. The site you can see behind me is probably the last time you will see this. I'll explain why more fully after the opening credits, but I have been thinking about it long and hard and I have come to a decision on my future, and I basically just don't think it's here. But we've got one more game to play. It's against relegated opposition at home. So let's see if we can end on the low we're all expecting. Right, well the last game you saw was the 1-1 draw with Jablonec B, I believe, where we encapsulated our entire season in one game. Occasionally very good, generally not very good. And we have been our usual sort of up and down selves. Drew, won, lost, won, lost. The usual stuff. So all of which has left us 10th at the moment. We are playing a Prepare, who, as you can see, as I said in the intro, are already relegated. I don't know what we did against them first time round. Oh, we did beat them 3-1. I've been fiddling about with the tactic again. We switched to another different style, which got us the win against Odyssey, and we did alright against Brezani and then conceded a late winner. Could have got a point, didn't. Same old. But this is probably going to be, well, it is going to be our last game here. I'm going to basically play this and then resign my post. What we've got out of this club has been 2 coaching badges, which has been very useful and has made us probably a little bit more employable. And also, of course, we have exceeded expectations. We were supposed to go down, and the fact that we're finishing comfortable mid-table is just going to help me get jobs. Obviously, anyone wanting someone long-term is going to look at my resume and think, 12 months at best then. But if we can find somewhere that suits us, I'll happily stay long term. But honestly, I've never really sort of felt it here, sort of thing. If you know what I mean. It's just never really felt like my kind of club. And we've got some spare wages to try and improve the squad, but we are hitting Football Manager's version of Catch-22, because we've identified a number of players who would improve this squad and starting lineup, but they don't want to sign for us because they want to play for a team that's better, which of course they would make us better, and then other people might want to sign for us because we're better. Do you see where my problem's coming? It's very difficult to improve a side like this. Oh, you got to cross that. Unless you were trying to cross that, in which case that was terrible. So, yeah. I honestly don't think, and even if we can improve this side, which we can probably make gains, but oh, that was an awful pass. I just don't think they're going to be big enough gains to get us out of mid-table, really. I think we are going to be here. What is going on? For at least another year, just milling around in the mire, not challenging to go up, not in any danger of going down. Hey, Van Verenberg. And I mean, let's face it, ultimately, for you, the viewer, that's not really fun to watch, is it? I mean, if you wanted to watch that, you could, you know, plonk yourself down in front of Aston Villa and call it quits, really, couldn't you? Oh, hello. Interesting ball. Although that said, I did notice last time I looked at a league table that they were rather higher than they used to be. Oh, well done, boys. That's what happens when, instead of, you know, either leaving the ball go out like you could have done or bringing it down like you could have done, because you had nobody near you at all. I mean, it's been disallowed, but the point I'm making is, don't do what you did. Don't head it out to someone who can cross it back in. That's not going to help. Oh, hello. It's a nice little flick on. And, oh my word. I mean, to be fair, you've got no left foot, but you had time to bring it onto your right foot. That's kind of the whole inside forward thing that you're supposed to be doing out there. Well, I mean, we've been much the better side apparently, but then we're supposed to be. Yeah, he was never going to get the shooting angle there, really. You got yourself in a decent position, I'll grant you. It is annoying that they have had a few reasonable chances and we haven't seen much in the way of us. Yeah, we do need to find another gear. Come on, boys. Get a second goal and try and put this one to bed. If we can. And again, well, I'll say we're dominating the half. They sort of come back into it a bit there, but can we get one from a corner? Bemanga swings it in. Yay! Van Verenberg. I mean, as you may have noticed, the sharp hide amongst you from the bottom of the screen here, we have switched back to one up front. My favoured 4-3-3 formation, which basically these boys can't really play particularly. We just don't really have. Why didn't you just bring that down, Bemanga? I mean, you've managed to head it on to a teammate, but bring it down. You had acres of space to run into. Well, there you go. Steinkotter, he crosses it over. Bemanga gets on the end of it with his first goal of the season. And that was our inside forwards combining nicely. Steinkotter went on the run. Cornez spots him. He knocks it across. Bemanga. Well, keeper could probably have done better with that, but I mean, again, it's been one of our better days, certainly. But this is not enough to convince me that there is enough going on at this team to make next season even remotely interesting. So, I think we will use my... Oh dear, there goes your clean sheet bonus, if any of you are on one. Yeah, we'll use my newfound coaching badges to see if we can get something a little better, hopefully professional. I mean, I still think back to what that Armenian job could have been if only the league had worked properly. Really could have done something there. But we will just have to go out and find that opportunity that is waiting for us. Don't mess this up, boy. Oh, right. I am actually going to shout at you and demand more. I know you're 3-1 up, and I know it's going to annoy you. I know, you see. It's not annoyed you that much, has it? You've realised you've slacked off, you lazy blighters. Well, it's actually sending me off on a high in this second half performance, are we? Eh? Oh, what is that? Oh my word. Are you genuinely threatening to cock this up? Tell you what, if you don't win this, I'm not even going to say goodbye. Right, just about held on, despite your own best efforts. Well, yeah, a win's a win, but I mean, Bosch can be confused and demotivated all he likes. He's going as well. He's signed a deal with someone else, which will kick in as soon as the season's over. So I honestly don't care at this point what he thinks, because that's his last ever game for the club. I can't remember where he's going, and frankly, I don't care. Right, well, there's the final league table. 8th. I mean, I've been predicting for several episodes now that we are going to be bog standard mid-table, and we were. I mean, if we turn one of those wins into a draw, we'd have 10 wins, 10 draws, 10 losses. And you don't get much more bog standard than that, do you? It was still a lot better than they were asking for, a lot better than they were expecting. But it is going to be the end for us in, well, not necessarily in the Czech Republic, because you never know. We might get a job here. We probably know a bit of the language now. Right, this is the job security page where obviously it will tell us which jobs are available and tell us the ability of the side. What does that call that? Oh, reputation rating. It says like club rating. It was club reputation. That was what I was looking for. Now, I have a 1-star reputation. So, I'm thinking certainly things like these sort of like 1.5-star ones are within my reach. I could probably get one of those. I'm not sure we want a 1-star job, really. And I don't really want to go to England, if I can help it. So, yeah, we might just sort of ignore all this. I mean, we're above these half-star ones now. They're just sort of like pie in the sky if they think we're going to go for them. So, what we might do, or what I will do off camera, because it's going to be no fun to watch, is these 1.5-star ones I'm going to apply for unless they're in England, which I don't really want to go to, certainly at least yet. You know, I'm supposed to be touring Europe, not my home backyard. Although, technically, of course, I am Romanian, so, you know. And we will keep an eye out, obviously, for the end of the season and any more of these sorts of level jobs coming up. And, of course, then my assistant will be telling me what jobs they think I might stand a chance of getting, so we can have a look at that. But hopefully we get one fairly soon, because then we get a chance to have a good go in the transfer market, which I don't believe I really got with this side. There wasn't much time left, if I remember rightly. So it was scrambling around to try and find as many players as possible in about 3 weeks, I think. But we know there's plenty of jobs out there available that we can be aiming at. And I now have to go... I mean, I'm going to pick and choose a little bit more as well, because I want to have a look at these clubs and see what they're like before I just apply for them. Although I could just apply for them and then if they offer me an interview, have a look, see what they're like and see if I want to turn up for the interview. That may be the quicker way of doing it, because there's probably some here who'll just say, no, we're not having you. But before we do all that, we have to resign our post. Yes, I do. Okay. Yeah, they would really like me to reconsider. Now, this will be interesting. Right, let's see if they can offer me a reason to stay. And don't offer me personally money, I don't care. I want money to build the side if you're going to offer me anything to stay. Let's see what they come back with. They'd be willing to increase my transfer budget. But they don't say what to. And the transfer budget isn't the problem, it's the fact that no one really wants to come anyway. So, I've never actually had this conversation before. I've never sort of resigned from a club and then really want me to stay. Tells you a lot, doesn't it? But, no, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Patrick, but no. Sorely miss my leadership at the club. I'm sure the players will miss those water bottles. Thank you, Patrick, for wishing me all the best in the future. I wish you all the best in the future. You've got the start of something here. I hope you build on it. Let's face it, the last team I was at actually properly in Israel, they managed to get promoted the season after I left, so let's hope I'm a lucky charm, eh? Right. There we go. I have resigned. Robert Zack is the favourite to replace me, slightly. Far better manager. You'll be much better off, quite frankly. Looking at my profile, I'm nowhere near that good. Right. Well, thank you for joining me for this episode. Like I say, I've got a lot of job interviews probably to go on, and a long old summer. And next time you see me, we will be, for the 4th time in this really quite short series so far, be introducing you to another new team. So, Like, comment and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye bye for now.